When a narcissist realizes you are a very powerful person, narcissists are starting to realize you may see through their lies and their antics would be useless. These days, one can ignore or push aside them without generating any disturbance. Although narcissists are often known to be attention-driven, neglect and denigration seriously damage their brittle egos and cause shame. Regretfully, considering their consistent actions, it is quite justified. Following the idea of big me, small you, they thus turn to fighting with you in order to establish their dominance and make you feel inadequate. Generally speaking, this would be funny until dealing with violent narcissists whose abuse turns into actual injury. Let us now discuss the kind of individual who drives a narcissist back off. One who reveals their phony victimhood leaves them completely paralyzed. If all narcissists, particularly the hostile ones, focused their suffering against each other as previously indicated, it would be perfect. Some people, meantime, could take enjoyment in hurting rather than in extending a helpful hand. Given their belief they are free from the results of their deeds, it is the smaller of two sins. While they stay unharmed personally, they enjoy ruining the life and professions of others. Narcissists have a very high sense of entitlement and importance. Their professional success is defined by their capacity to create an illusion of superiority, assign credit for others' successes, and displace responsibility. Those lacking self-restraint so find those with emotional intelligence easy prey. Driven by a ravenous need for approval, the narcissist exploits and controls everyone who shows care for others. Still, they sometimes unintentionally trouble the wrong person. Unlike the narcissists, empathy does not mean lack of confidence. Some people are more sensitive to persuasion and show more capacity for empathy. Nevertheless, they also have the ability to turn it off when confronted with someone who saps their vitality. With their self-centeredness, manipulative inclinations, and lack of empathy, narcissists are poisonous people with whom a good relationship is just impossible. Offering our sympathy calls for careful consideration, as not everyone deserves it. I explore the psychological aspects of narcissists' preferences in this video and clarify why they find themselves drawn to people with characteristics I have discussed. It is completely unacceptable to mistreating someone only because they have shyness, compassion, or sensitivity. Narcissists find it difficult to understand that kind. Polite people do not have to put up with mistreatment in order to stay happy. The victims of love bombing might have been ready to offer the benefit of the doubt, but anarchy results when they expose the narcissist's network of lies and deception. Far from cowards, these victims challenge the narcissist about their damaging actions without back off. They are less terrified of these poisonous people because they can see the truth and through the dishonesty of the narcissists. Seeing how victims give their own well-being top priority reminds us that they genuinely care about themselves, so negating the illusionary holdover of narcissists. For the narcissists, who come to regret ever running across these victims, they cause great suffering since they cannot be missiled or controlled. Under hardship, everyone responds in their own different manner. While some people choose to discontinue relations with the narcissist, others seek retribution. It makes sense that when justice seems to take an agonizingly long time to arrive, disappointment and resentment may follow. When financial victimizing takes place, victims may publicly reveal the narcissist's actions, turn to physical assault, or trash their belongings in an effort at retribution. Always give your health top priority and be wary of people who display destructive conduct. Some people turn to illegal activity to cope with narcissists. I would want to underline, though, that I do not think of this as the most efficient or helpful strategy. After going through the suffering a narcissist causes, one naturally wants retribution. I have shown in this video that some difficult situations can drive a narcissist to her lowest point. Common triggers that set off the downward spiral into depression in a narcissist are revealing their actual nature and having those they attempted to damage and control abandon. Sometimes all it takes for them to at last acknowledge the truth is catching them off guard and offering hard data of their aberrant behavior. Narcissists will never outgrow their self-centered impulses since they continually find justification for their behavior. Their rage results from their incapacity to see why anyone would turn away from their manipulative games. These people really find exposure frightening. Fear drives victims to be reluctant to act against the narcissist out of concern for their personal safety. The narcissist will try to hide their misbehavior by assigning the victim responsibility and presenting themselves as helpless victims. Under such circumstances, some people would prefer face the narcissist head-on rather than keep living falsehoods, manipulation, and abuse. When we wake up to the deceptive strategies of a narcissist, we can vanish completely, therefore depriving them of the narcissistic nourishment they so yearns for and confusing them. We can choose to live the values others respect and steer clear of any future interactions with narcissists. I feel I addressed every point for today. I truly appreciate you spending time to listen. I wish you an amazing week. In the comment area below, kindly offer any more ideas or suggestions. Should you find this movie useful, we respectfully ask for your support by means of donations and distribution of it to your social media channels. We appreciate it.